Hi everyone, my name's Sheila. I'm doing a 3-day detox for kind of my overall well-being. The main reason I'm doing this is I was wondering how food affects the way we think and feel, and even like our energy levels when we're relating to people and situations. Now I know there's theory behind it, but I wanted to experience it with an intention to experience it. So today I stopped eating at 12 o'clock last night, we'll say. So I've been about 18 hours without any chemicals being introduced to my body, just some water, and I've had 2 pieces of fruit, and later for dinner I'm going to have a broccoli and pea soup, which is just broccoli, pea, onion and garlic and water. No salt, no anything else, no oil even. So it's a little bit hard today because everybody's having roast potatoes and steaks. Now I don't eat meat anyway, but you can just imagine nice smell of roast. So I'm doing it to connect to my environment better, to see how it works, because when I first gave up meat, I did notice that I connected better with things. So this is the way I'm kind of trying to work, so that I can connect, just to see how it influences my day, if it influences my day. On the way home today I was driving, and I drive the same route home most days. I did notice that I was more aware of the environment I was in. Like, obviously the detox has brought up my awareness of the toxins we take into our body. So I was aware that I was driving a car, I was aware of my cell phone, I was aware of all these things that have like negative effects. But at a certain part of my road I became very aware of the trees and the colour and the vibrancies and the relevance of them there as well. Whereas before I wouldn't have been. I drove past them, I knew there was trees, I could see them, but I actually thought about them as if they actually accessed me today, which they hadn't done before. I don't know yet if that's related. I don't know if I will know if that's related, but I do feel slightly more aware of my environment. It's a 3-day detox that I'm doing it just to connect back to my own energy and a natural source, because I've noticed lately my thinking was a little bit muddy and my actions might have been a little bit muddy, and I didn't have very clear direction, but nothing was very clear, so I came up with the detox to have a go at it. So far it's grand. I've been fine with the piece of fruit and a bit of mint tea and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm dreading dinner. I'm a little bit dreading tomorrow when I'm at work and I have to pull out the odd looking broccoli soup, but I'm sure it'll go down fine. I did go to a lunch meeting and didn't have lunch while everybody else did, and just had a glass of water. And I did notice that I don't like meat or fish, and the fish did suddenly become a lot more attractive. But that was kind of it really. So hopefully it all goes okay anyway, and I'm going to check back in with you after dinner just to talk about how it felt to be eating as well, although it's liquid, I suppose, drinking it, while everyone else, because I want to understand how I'm engaging with all my environments to do with food. I have kind of I wouldn't have had the best relationship with food. I did become a chef. I am a qualified chef. I'm quite a good chef. I love food, but I definitely would be an emotional eater, and at times of stress I will turn to the wrong foods as a way of comfort. And also I could overeat the good food, so I could have apples and I could eat 10 apples. Okay, that's exaggerating. I would probably eat 6 apples, one after the other when I'm stressed, and it could take me to eat the 6th apple to realise I'm stressed and my stomach sore. So I want to kind of see my relationship with food a little bit too, and how it kind of ties in with my spirituality and my mental state, because I've already noticed that I'm calmer today. Like, I noticed that I'm a little bit more okay, and yesterday I did this to figure out where I was, so today I can see that I'm calmer. Now I may be calmer anyway, but definitely not messing with sugars and not opting out from my comfort zone is a little bit of a challenge. Like, I'm very aware of it now that the roast potatoes are in the oven. But as well as that, I noticed that my mind is kind of clearer, like everything's a bit clearer. Now whether that's related to the food, like I said, or just that's where I am, that's why I'm doing the detox. But it's kind of a nice feeling. I'm kind of considering bringing it into my regular life, maybe every couple of weeks or every week to do 3 days or something. I don't know, something I'm considering, kind of tying in my issue with food into my solution as well. The food was kind of escaping things and not knowing where I was and uncomfortable. So I'm trying to bring the food, instead of it being the issue, like as in it's actually not the issue, it's the symptom, like it's the thing you see. Then instead of doing that, I'm going to try and make it the solution and bring it over here to where I use it to actually get in touch with my feelings, by not using it to escape and by clearing it so it's a little bit more clear, so I can relate better to what I am feeling instead of escaping it, but as well when I'm eating, relate to how the food is actually making me feel. because I don't believe in diets and things, but often when you're struggling with a food issue or a weight issue, you resort to one, or you consider one. So this is my kind of alternative, is to do a detox to relate back to the food, to bring it in positively. On the 4th day I'm going to reintroduce my own food again anyway, but I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to hopefully keep maybe some of the more chemical foods out of it for a little bit. I'm not going to deny myself. Just for these 3 days I won't be having my chocolate or my sweets, but after these 3 days these will be reintroduced into my diet, but I'll be more aware of how they affect me. That's the aim, is that I slowly become aware of how food is actually affecting me, not just to use it as an escapism or an emotional crutch. Instead, find out how I can use it to bring me to how I'm feeling, deal with it, and then enjoy the food as a separate thing, as a piece of nourishment instead of an escapism. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do anyway. So I'll talk to you later after dinner and see how that goes. See ya.